strange and charmed ones. Today I've got a really fun video for you guys. If you have been following any of my sort of like skincare favorites, you'll know that one of my absolute favorite skincare items is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is basically a facial toner spray that has some really great natural ingredients in it that really help to hydrate and moisturize your skin, and also help you to kind of combat like acne breakups and flare-ups of any sort of like skin issues that you may be having. So I go through a lot, I've been through a lot of bottles of this, and you can see I'm like right down at the tippy bottom of this. Like I've only got like a little bit, like a half of an inch left. And these bottles are not cheap. They're close to $50 a bottle. It is rather expensive, but I think it's, for the most part, worth it. But I've decided that I'm going to do a little bit of a DIY and make my own version of this spray. So I've done a little research on some different ingredients that you can put and make your own facial toner spray. So if you are interested in making a facial toner spray or your own beauty elixir, stay tuned and I'm gonna show you guys how I make mine. Okay, so to make your own facial toner spray, you're gonna need a few items. The first is you're gonna need a little spray bottle. I just picked up this little travel spray bottle from my local dollar store, very inexpensive. You're also going to need a floral water base for your spray. I have rose water here. You could also use orange blossom water, and these are things that you can pick up at your local Middle Eastern or Arabic grocer. The key difference that, as I understand it, between the two waters is that rose water is better for people who have dry skin or skin that's on the regular to dry side, and orange blossom water is better for people who have like oily or combination skin. So because I normally consider that I have, you know, dry-ish skin, I'm going to go with the rose water. The next thing that you're gonna need for this DIY facial toner spray is olive oil that's been infused with rosemary. So there's a lot of different things that you can add, different oils and essential oils that you can put into your toner water to kind of help moisturize and balance your skin. But I think that olive oil is like the greatest of all of them. So I'm going with an olive oil base, and I have infused this olive oil with rosemary because rosemary has natural healing powers. So that kind of sounds funny, how healing powers, but it is something that's known for being like an antiseptic. It's known for having the ability to like kind of cure wounds or heal wounds and things like that. So if you have an active breakout, rosemary or rosemary oil is something that's really good for your skin, and it's very natural. So I did make this myself, and I do have a little clip that I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now, and that's how I've put together this olive oil infused with rosemary. Okay, so once you've got all your ingredients laid out in front of you, you're just gonna start mixing them together. So this bottle I have here is a 3 ounce, maybe like a 3.5 ounce bottle, I think. And that's like roughly like 1/3 of a cup, I believe, of liquid. But I'm just gonna pretty much eyeball this stuff. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start with my rose water. And this stuff smells divine. Oh my God, I love rose water. If you can't find rose water in your local, you know, in a Whole Foods or in a local Arabic market, there are ways to make it yourself, but this is so much easier. And it was $2. So all I'm gonna do is eyeball this and pour it into my container, and I'm going to fill it most of the way up. Just to about there, that's good. Okay, so you can see I have most of this has been filled with the rose water, and then I've got a little bit up top left open for my olive oil. So I'm not going to use all of this olive oil. I made a good amount just in case I spilled any or messed up. I just wanted to have a little bit more, but I'm just going to add that in. Yeah, like, I don't know. What is that, like 1/4 of an inch, about an inch? Not an inch, 1/4 of an inch, something like that. 1/2 an inch maybe of olive oil. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put this sealed tight on top. So right now, if you sprayed this, you're gonna get all rose water. So before you spray it on your skin, you need to make sure you shake it up. So you shake it up real good. And I'm gonna go ahead and try this out and spray it on my skin. I've got makeup on right now, but one of the things these things are really good for is makeup setting. So I got that all sprayed in, and we'll see. Oh my God. That smells beautiful. Like, it smells amazing. And now I probably have like a glow on my skin, but it feels really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray a little bit of this on my skin so I can get like a really good example of the consistency to tell you guys about, to describe it. It just smells amazing. So yeah, when I rub this in my skin, it's really super light. So it's enough olive oil that like when I rub it between my fingers, I can feel a slickness, but it's not overly slick. It's not overly oily, which I think is really good. I think that's a really good balance. And it just smells amazing. You can't really smell the rosemary, but when I made this, you could smell the rosemary. It like filled the entire kitchen up, and it smelled amazing. But you really do predominantly get that rose scent, which is really great. So yeah, that is a DIY facial toner spray. This, I would say, will last you probably about 2 weeks. I wouldn't keep it around longer than 2 weeks. You can always make a fresh batch, just because the olive oil in there, and there really are no preservatives. You could also keep this in the fridge as well and kind of like spray it, you know, whenever you need it. It'll keep it a little bit chilled, and that'll probably give you a really refreshing kind of like feeling, especially right now because it's still August and it's really hot. So if you live in a warmer climate, or, you know, it's the summer when you're making this, I think keeping it in the fridge is a great idea. It'll help keep the elixir fresher for longer, and the extra chill on the water will be really refreshing on your face. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tutorial, and let me know down in the comments if you guys try this facial toner spray recipe and what you think about it. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways you can make a facial toner spray. This is just kind of the things that I had around my house that were like the easiest, and I think these are all really great natural ingredients that I'm not afraid to put on my skin, so I know that it's gonna be good for my complexion and for my skin. So yeah, make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know how your facial toner spray turns out. Make sure to give this video a like if you want to see more DIY videos. I have a couple of different DIY ideas floating around in my head. So if you guys are into DIYs, let me know and I'll be sure to prioritize those videos. And of course, make sure you subscribe for more awesome videos by me. So yeah, until next time, you guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Camera itself, you know, looks like just your standard DSLR. It's black. I actually ended up purchasing, I didn't purchase a kit.